I'm going to do a really summery look. I'm going to begin with an eyeshadow primer. I think I like the Kosas as an eyeshadow primer. It has to be shaken. That is, if any of you bought this and you were disappointed in it, maybe it was because you didn't shake it good enough. This is the Kosas. The color is Supreme, and I'm going to apply that to my lid. I'm going to work on one at a time. It's called 10-second liquid eyeshadow. I guess that's because it sets up super duper fast. It does give you a little bit of time to work with it. Also, the first time I heard about this, it was maybe on Rosie Huntington Whiteley's channel, and they were talking about it having ingredients in it that are good for your eyelids. I'm all for that, because I'm always doing mean things to my eyelids. All right, so I got that all rubbed in. It's a little bit outside the lines, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be all right. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Beached eyeshadow palette today. I'll describe the colors as I go in case you don't have this palette and you want to recreate the look. I'm going to begin with Daybreak. It's a saddle color. And I'm going to trace my orbital bone. I have to move my crease up a little bit because otherwise you won't even get to see the color. That's what I'm doing with Daybreak. I think every palette, every one of these warm palettes that they've launched lately has a color in it like this. And I'm going to carry it underneath too. Then I'm going to take a flat brush and pat it shiny on my lid like I always do. I'm going to use the Charged Water from MAC. Then I'm going to take the color Blaze. It is well, we'll see. We'll just put it on and you can see it. I would say it's a champagne color. It's very neutral. It doesn't have any yellow in it. I'm going to work on my brows now, because that's usually the way I do things. I do half of my eye, and then I'd go to the brow. And this is the Tom Ford Brow Perfecting pencil in the color Espresso. If you see any gold or yellow on my eye, it's the Supreme, the Kosas Supreme shine through. And I'm going to put some brow gel on. I'm going to use my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. Take the color Sand. No, it's called Salt. So it's also it's a bright cream color. I think it's a little bit iridescent, and it has just a little bit of gold in it. I'm going to use that saddle color. It's called Daybreak. I'm going to use that again up here to fade those two colors in together. Now I'm going to take the color Wedge. This is Urban Decay Wedge. And put it out here on this corner. I guess in the outer V. I'm going to put it underneath on the outside. We'll make it a little higher on the outside. Alright, and this one's called Plunge. And I would say this color is a marine blue, like marine as in ocean blue, blue, green, gray. I'll take my finger and put that blaze up here again. Alright, I'm going to show you a different mascara today, and we're not going to use lash primer because we want to get the full gist of this. I'm curling my lashes in case you were wondering. Alright, and I have the Milk Kush mascara, and I think what I've tried when I tested this a few days ago, I think the standout thing for me was that my lashes stayed really soft and it rinsed off really easy. I didn't have a problem with it smudging. Isn't this mascara supposed to be good for your eyelashes? I'll put the claims right here. Pretty good. It has a, I don't know how you would describe that, a big wand, a big brush, and it goes on kind of dry. I mean, it didn't go on goopy and gloopy, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and use this on the bottom too also. I'm not going to use my Extended Play Giga Black. I want to get the full opinion. I got that Kosas everywhere on this eye. Wiped off pretty good. Alright, I'm going to let this set up before I want to divide these lashes up first though. I'm going to let this first layer of mascara set up like this and move on to something else. Let's go back and work on the eyes some more. I'm going to take the color Heat Wave . And bring it up a little bit. It's kind of a, it's going in the burgundy direction. Or the, yeah, I would say it's going in the bluer direction. It doesn't have, it's not as orange as the first one that I used, the Daybreak. I'm going to wet my, take another pencil brush. I'm glad I bought more brushes because I'm running out of pencil brush. I'm going to take one of the Charleston Makeup Artist Morphe collab brushes. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's actually a Jeffree Star. Okay, I'm going to take some of the salt. Make that inner corner bright. Wow, it sounds like we live on a freeway. Wet my brush that I was using with the blue, the plunge. Oh yeah. That's much prettier that way. And then I'm going to take the color Double Dip. And it's a brighter blue. And put it at the front like that. I actually like it so much I'm going to drag it under a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to take some black by Tom Ford and get that tight line. This is the Kohl Intense in the color Onyx. Then I'm going to take the color Hyacinth, and I think NYX has come out with a whole new line of waterproof pencils, and I think they have a color that's very similar to this. I'll put that on my waterline. Let's go in with some more of the Kush mascara. My knee-jerk reaction on this is that this is going to be too natural for me. It's not going to build up enough. I'm using the end where there's more. It could just be because it's a new mascara and it's not clumpy enough for me. There. That's really pretty. I am going to do something unexpected. To me, it's unexpected. I'm going to go back with this burgundy color. And bring it in some more. Let's put on a primer. I'm going to try the Milk Hydro. It's a grip primer. I know you've seen this and heard about it, and it's a favorite of some other YouTubers. But now you're going to get to hear my opinion. Well, it looks like gel. It feels like hair gel. It feels like and it smells like you're putting hair gel on your face. Weird aroma. You want to see how sticky it is? I think you could use it to gel your eyebrows. I'm going in with my usual foundation, my Decay. Oh dear, I got too much. Okay, I'm going to switch brushes because I got too much on that one. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. So my hair is all fresh and clean. I went on a walk this morning. I took a different route. Instead of going to the river, I went to the inside Rivertown Country Club. And the path I walked on runs along the golf course. All right, there is the Chantecaille foundation over the gripping primer by Milk. All right, let's use the Got a really warm look going on. Let's use the, first of all, I'm going to put my bronzer on, my Tom Ford Gold Dust. And I'm using the Sigma F23 to do a bronzer. Yeah, my lashes are still really soft. You want to see? They don't even hardly feel like they have anything on them. So if you want your lashes to stay soft feeling after you put mascara on, and that you don't like a lot of drama, you might like that. The Kush mascara by Milk. So I have the bronzer on, bronzer, and now I'm going to put the blush on. And I'm going to use a clean brush so you can see the look. And I'm going to use my F15 from Sigma. And I'm using Ibiza from Buxom. I'm going to use the Whirl from MAC. This is a new pencil. I know I've owned this before. I must have given it to a bride. Today I'm going to wear the Spanish pink with it. From Tom Ford. I'm going to go back in with the Milk mascara, the Kush mascara again. It just doesn't build. It takes a, okay, this is the third coat. The third coat, it almost gets there. I'm expecting my new container of lash serum today. My Rodan and Fields Lash Boost. I can't wait to find out whether it's the real deal or not. If it's the real deal, I'm going to order a bunch of them. Alright, now I'm going to put on my Hourglass primer. I'm using it off the outside of the container here. I don't ever want to run out of this. I don't know why I like it so much. I should do this before I do my blush and bronzer. I'm carrying it around my eyeshadow look and above the tail of my brow, down the side of my nose. I really don't think this concealer needs setting. Alright, I'm going to take my eyeshadow and drag it back out again. Like that. I'm going to go back with my bronzer. I should do my under eye concealer first. Because I bring the concealer down so far, and I want it to only peek through the other stuff. I don't want it to cover up the other stuff. There. Everything's back. This mascara, that's what I have to say about this Kush mascara. If it's healthy for your lashes, that's awesome. But it doesn't build enough. Maybe that's why we haven't heard about it anymore after the initial launch. Everybody was excited about it because it was called Kush. But then it was a letdown with its performance. I bumped my lid. I'll have to rub that off when it dries. All right, I'm going to fix these brows now that I've had a break from them. I want a highlight on my Cupid's bow and on the end of my nose. So I'm going to take the sand, no, it's called salt, from the Beached palette. So I had a viewer ask me how I like the Hourglass powder, which was one of my latest purchases. And I own tons of powder. I love powder. Watch this though. It really has a blurring effect. This brush is a MAC. It's a duo fiber. It's got a short, flat top. When you buff this powder, it really makes you flawless. So in short, the Veil by Hourglass is very nice. It's a very, very lightweight powder, loose powder that I think blurs. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this look. I enjoyed sharing some new things with you. And in conclusion, here's what the Kush mascara looks like with about 3 or 4 coats. It takes it a while to build up. It's still pretty soft, and from what I remember, it rinses off pretty easy. And let's see, it's not crumbling or smearing. Thank you. I enjoyed spending this time with you, and don't forget to get a teeth whitening kit. It's in the description box. I'm very pleased with mine, and Heather is very pleased with hers.